Hello, Cancer. Hello, Cancer. How are you doing today, Cancer? This is your reading for July 2024. I am Jared from jaredwaters.co.uk, and this is a Red Dragon Readings episode because the readings are from the heart and soul of Wales, which is where I'm from. So, we're going to be using a combination of the Angel Tarot and the Moon Tarot here to give messages from Spirit for those of you with the star sign Cancer. Now, this might not resonate with all of you, but I do hope it's going to resonate with a great many of you. Again, if you have other people if it does resonate with you and, I do readings for all different star signs and you want to pass the video on to your friends, please feel free to do so. Give it a share. You can give it a thumbs up. That does really help me out if it has affected you in some way. And also subscribe to the channel because there's going to be lots more of this type of content coming up in the weeks and months ahead. And I hope that you guys really follow along and we have some fun together, working with Spirit and bringing through some lovely guidance. So Cancer, let's deal you some cards and let's see where we are at with the month of July, and let's see if we can provide some guidance. Some guidance coming through. Yes. Right, what have we got coming through for you today for July 2024? Just put my reading cards in the box there to make them nice and to make sure they're nice and tidy. So, there's a changing of direction. When I'm feeling the energy from these cards, right, there's a changing of direction this month. There's been quite a few revelations around you lately, Cancer, right, from an emotional standpoint, right? This can be reflected with your relationship with others, but it also can be reflected with your relationship with yourself, okay? So, kind of where you are right now, yes, very much this emotional energy coming through a connected, rewarding family life. So, you are, I think, whereas some of the signs are sort of still grappling with certain things, I think you are slightly ahead of the curve. I've noticed Scorpio is slightly ahead of the curve, Gemini as well, at the moment, kind of where the energies are shifting right now. And I am going to do a general sort of energy update video to go alongside this, to talk about the energies for July 2024 and sort of how it's affecting all of us sort of across the board. So keep an eye out for that. But this is basically saying that you are kind of very settled in the way things are around you at the moment. There's a lot going on, perhaps around family around you, around friends, around those that you hold dear, those that you hold close to you, okay? Perhaps you're doing a lot of work on behalf of others, and maybe you're finding that, it is quite rewarding, but there could be that little bit of time to spend for oneself as well. But ultimately, I don't think it's something that's sort of getting in the way as we're going into sort of July. I feel this is something that is kind of been earned. You are able to relax a little bit more. There's not as much worry around you, but there's still a lot of emotional sort of undercurrent going on. Opening your heart and mind to those around you. I do feel that others around you are going to be going through a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of emotion around you, but I feel like you are kind of like the island in the middle of the ocean that's providing a bit of sanctuary for people at the moment. And though that this combinations come up quite a lot for different people here, right? With you, it's manifesting in a way that you're kind of becoming the support mechanism for others, because perhaps you've done a little bit of that inner work yourself, okay? Or it's an inner area. Now, High Priestess energy. Some of you, I believe, are going to be going through a bit of a spiritual awakening this month, to be honest with you. This High Priestess energy coming in, this is to do with intuition and emotion, okay? So perhaps this is kind of like coming to a point of understanding of why certain things have happened, not the how or who's to blame, but the why certain things are starting to happen. So there's a lot of sort of revelation energy coming in here with these cards, okay? There's a lot of revelation energy coming in with the High Priestess, with the King, and the Ten of Water. These are very emotionally charged cards. These are very emotionally charged themes that are going on, but I don't necessarily feel that they are affecting you directly. There's a lot of emphasis here in the energies, from what I'm picking up intuitively from Spirit here, about service to others, but also service to self in the sense of maybe feeling these emotions but not necessarily judging them. And it does feel like they're ripples in the water. They're not sort of showing me any sort of direction here. You are the kind of standing rock at the moment that others need to come to. And I feel with July being a month where it's your kind of birth month, there's a lot of endings happening around you this month, right? Or there's been a lot of things in the recent months that have come to an end. Perhaps certain relationships have come to an end around you. Perhaps certain things that you were doing have come to an end. Perhaps the way that you work or the way that you want to approach work life is changing, and you're having to sit back and sort of ponder, what is it I need to do now, to open up the new chapters, the new doors. The old goals have kind of been obtained or have kind of like outlived their usefulness. I'll say that in the nicest possible way. But this is a transitory time now, because throughout sort of the first few weeks of July, this is a renewal of your kind of personal year, okay? This is a renewal of your personal time. So you're going to have a lot of new energies coming in, a lot of old energies leaving, and a lot of revelation energy, a lot of clarity coming in. But also, there's still that kind of need to be the sort of emotional support, perhaps, for others around you, especially family and friends. Manifestation. Now, I feel this ties directly into where this revelation energy I'm feeling, this emotional revelation energy that I'm seeing around you, where you're kind of like, the penny's dropped, okay? And now it might be a time for you to go back and revisit certain things from the past that you've parked. Perhaps there are certain unresolved issues from the past. But because you have this new understanding now coming in, there's the beauty of new perspective coming in as well, right? So whereas you may have wanted to achieve a certain goal in the past and you felt like you were being blocked, because you are now understanding things in a different way, okay, then you are now able to circumvent or move through those blockages, to break through, because you now have a different perspective. You now have that, you've seen through the illusions, okay? You are becoming the magician in the sense of you have now got the power to make certain changes. And this is coming up for everyone, but it takes effective decision making. Sorry, I'm laughing because this is coming up so many times. And I think it's where a lot of people, myself included, are falling flat. Is we're not taking that step to implement the new. For a lot of us, the old is breaking down, right? Certain things that were there for us before are not there for us now. Certain ways of doing things do not apply in the circumstances that you're in now. So it does kind of imply that bit of a leap of faith, right? But also balanced with intuition. I wouldn't be surprised if this card here, I haven't overturned it yet, one of these two cards has something to do with practicality and logic. Oh my god. So, I apologise for laughing, but I literally said, practicality and logic, and you get the Emperor, which is organisation and logic. It's time now for you to get organised because there's stuff to be done. When we're moving into this new sort of personal year, this is now a year of action surrounding you, where you are now starting to have being able to reflect on where your life is come to as a whole, right? And there are certain chapters now that have been brought to conclusion. So you can now use that information and do something about it. Do you know what I mean? Like for some of you, it could be, I don't know, perhaps like writing a book or starting a project or going into the workplace you've done after doing the studying and obtaining the qualifications or the experience. There's that kind of element. You've done the graft. You've paid your dues. We've had the practice runs. We've gone through the rehearsals. Now is the time to do it for real in this next year for you. But which goals are you going to focus on? Because there's quite a few things that you want to achieve. Break it down to its simplest form, okay? And once you get to the crux of what it is that makes your heart sing, that is when you're going to get your answer. But this is a brand new start now. Coming out as a brand new year. And well done for being there for others. But this is also a good time for you to reflect on your personal circumstances, your personal journey, and ask and plan ahead for what it is that you would like to achieve in the next year. Let's draw 3 moon cards so that we can get a little bit more clarity, a little bit more poignancy, and I like this because it kind of wraps it up quite nicely. And thank you, Spirit, for giving me this. It's kind of a nice way of working here because I think it's kind of rather nice. So we're going to do some moon cards. Okay, so we've got this sort of being an emotional rock, the family life, being the effective decision making. So I wouldn't be surprised if elements come up in the next month where you have to make a decision for yourself and others around you, or be that guiding mentor element for others around you to help them make the decisions to move their life forward. Make sure you're balanced. Balance the spirituality with the practicality. Balance the mind with what's possible. Okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. Whew. Bring in that manifestation energy. You are ready. You're ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest the life that you want. Be magical. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Use effectively the resources you have around you. Use the people. There's very much leadership coming in here, Cancer, to be honest. Use the people that you have around you as well. Use the resources you have around you. And dream big. Have faith in your dreams. You can achieve great things in the next year also. They might not be great for, as far as the world's concerned, but as far as you are concerned, it could be great things. Combine logic, intuition, okay? But also competing, be aware of competing goals. Using these two in balance, using logic and intuition together will help you navigate and find which goals are the best ones to go for, which ones are the best chance of success, and therefore which ones will release negativity. Because negativity has been a bit of an aspect around you as of late, okay? There has been a lot of negativity trying to hold you back, whether that's your own personal negativity or whether that's, but the understanding that you're gaining, the work that you've been doing, and the support that you've been giving others, and how that is having an impact on you, is very much offsetting that negativity. You are literally going to come to a point, if you keep on going down this road, where the negativity you felt before isn't going to touch you. It isn't going to have a chance. So please keep up the good work, and thank you for joining me for this reading, and I hope to see you soon for the next one. Take care of yourself, Cancer.